radio, motorbike.
Excellent.
Is that right?
And after radio comes motorbike. Give yourselves a round of applause. Well done. 4 things: knowledge, attitude, skills, and habits.
Now, on a second level, I'm using metaphorical language to implant important pieces of the jigsaw puzzle connected with stealing and a romanticised view of criminality throughout the seminar.
People's guard, those things that seem very kind of intimidating and impenetrable that people put up, it takes nothing. It can be effortless just to move those guards out the way and take this sort of lorry load of kind of opportunities and skills and strategies that they have to use. All right, let's go past that. Anchoring. That's great. Anchoring is stealing an emotion, stealing a response.
Importantly, and on a third level, I introduced the idea of triggering emotional states. This will be of central importance to the persuasion process. I tell them to remember times when they felt highly motivated, and then to amplify the feeling.
Can you feel it? It amplifies as it goes around. Each time that it goes around, it boosts you, and you get the feeling more and more.
I then attach it to the trigger of rubbing their legs.
Hold that feeling as you rub your leg. Keep the feeling there getting stronger and stronger.
After a few repetitions, they can create the motivated state on command just by rubbing. And the more they do it, the stronger the association becomes.
All adverts do this. It's classic stuff. It's show you sexy, sexy people, make those images bigger, brighter, closer, bring you into it, that sort of thing. Elicit the emotion that we'd like you to attach to this product. Got that? Feeling that? Great. And there's the product name. And then it goes away. That's an anchor. You're going to give you gifts. These will be of use later on, don't worry about them now, but these all represent something important to you, so thank you very much.
I give them a realistic toy gun each, to apparently symbolise their new role as thought criminals. 4 of the subjects will need these guns in a couple of weeks. I also give them a CD each, which I say contains subliminal messages they must listen to every day. Their belief that I can influence them without them being aware of it is vital to the process. The CDs are in fact blank.
They're all pretty similar, but...
Can you load it on your iPod?
Yes. Yes. Yes, absolutely. You can put it on your iPod. What I want to do now with you is just a consolidation kind of exercise before you go.
In the style of such seminars, we finish with a group visualization. Here I shift the focus of the seminar towards motivation and an attitude of just do it, and reiterate the language of criminality.
When a toddler just sees something, wants it, and goes and gets it, nothing kind of stands in its way. There's just that sense of just do it, just get it, and it's like a green light that just says go. Just do it.
I also transfer the rubbing leg trigger across to a piece of music.
Bring the feeling back. Keep it going. Whenever you hear that music in your head, you can just go for it. So they practiced that a few times, and then I know that just by playing that piece of music, Can You Feel It by the Jackson 5, that it will trigger a very motivational state in them. And then much of the process to come will have to do with manipulating that association for my real agenda. But for now, the piece of music and the colour green and that do it phrase are all very powerful triggers for them. What I'd like you to do, after we've done this and we've finished here, you're going to go off and there's a sort of a pub a little way down, you're going to go off and have a drink. There is a sweet shop just over the road. I want you to go steal a couple of sweets, bring them back to the pub, to just reclaim that very childlike attitude which is at the heart of this. That's what I want you to do. Okay.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Feel it in the air.
It was fantastic. That's what I thought about. The whole day was great. It was brilliantly organised and it was wonderfully well presented.
Definitely in myself, I feel a lot more positive as I'm going about just like everyday stuff, and especially at work.
I really like my toy gun. It's brilliant. I get to run around my flat making bang bang noises. It's like being 10 again. It's really, really good.
There's a bit of a puzzle with it all. I mean, it is a bit funny. It's not going to make prime-time TV watching a crowd of us learn a few of his simpler tricks and techniques.
I have to get them to cross the line into deviant and criminal behaviour, but in a way which can be framed to sound fun and harmless. Purely because an authority figure has told them to, will they make the decision to walk into the shop, steal goods, and frame it as a positive experience for themselves? I'm watching the action through hidden cameras installed in the newsagents across the road. The shop owner is aware that we're filming, but the assistants know nothing.
I wasn't thinking it was going to be a real shop.
When I got in there, I realised that it wasn't as easy as I thought it'd be. All the staff were standing right by the suites.
We were being asked to do something that was actually against the law.
They don't know that this is being filmed for the show, but they are aware that they may be caught on the shop security cameras and that what they're doing is illegal.
Hello. No. Too kind. Anything else? Is it?
My initial reaction when I came back into the pub was actually euphoria.
It was like the woman had got 6 numbers on the lottery. She was so hyper and high about it and proud of herself.
I think that's something that I hope will actually stay with me, because I think I could probably do with taking a few more risks in life.
I felt really good, actually. It's bad to say. I felt... And I know, obviously, stealing's wrong, and that's what I want to say on camera. Stealing is wrong.
I have a young daughter, a teenage daughter. There is no way I am going to show, even for fun, even for a laugh, that shot down or condoned.
Derren explained that would be taking us back to our inner child, and by taking me back to my inner child, I had the opposite effect, and remember the sort of it put the fear of God in me, really, in terms of the repercussions. So there's no way I was going to steal anything from that shop.
I didn't feel guilty, which normally I'd have thought I would have done, but no, not at all. Which was, I'm not sure if that reflects anything on my character.
Literally walked over, picked it off the shelf and walked out. It was the guy in the suit.
One of the things I remember that Derren said was, if you do something with enough confidence, it will work. Which clearly does for him, but it didn't for me.
I just thought you had to have this. There you go, no. So you're not in a position to give it away. Do not leave his side, please. This. Why would a guy come in and ask to have a packet of fucking orbit? Why would a guy steal a Twix bar? Why would a guy come in, look at sellotape, fucking Angel Delight, a newspaper, wine, and then just buy a paper? Yes? Do you want to put those jammy dodgers back, please? Sorry? The ones that are just in there. Thanks very much. See you later. Sorry. I must have forgotten about those. Yeah. My wall isn't full, but... Pardon? My wall isn't full, but I... What? My wall isn't full, but I... These stores are probably 13 times. They're just shut up by yourself now.
You see him do it? Yeah.
That's the 4th one tonight, that is.
No. Yeah.
They're all in suits as well. There's something going on. That's why I asked him. I said, who can you?
Is there a crowd of them? Ryan.
Well, What if we just ban people in suits tonight? It's only 44. I'm going to get really fucked up here.
I felt it's a bit of a failure, actually, because I hadn't done it.
So out of the 13 people that attended the seminar, I've decided to eliminate 4 of them. Because he was a little too controlling. It also mentioned that he had a daughter and he didn't want his daughter seeing him do anything criminal on TV.